I'm Lloyd, and I've been researching my family tree. I'm going to tell you about a true British hero I found in my family. When researching my family tree, I found my great-great-uncle on my mother's side, a man called Robert John Knight. Robert John Knight, pictured here in the middle, was a firefighter in Birmingham at the time of World War II. He was part of the auxiliary fire service attached to the Central District of Birmingham. My nan gave me a copy of great-great-uncle Robert's diary. It gives his account of what happened one fateful day during World War II. His station master asked for 4 volunteers. Everyone stepped forward. Robert was chosen for a dangerous and unknown task. The 4 men didn't know what they were volunteering for, but they nonetheless bravely put themselves forward. Robert and his 3 colleagues were sent out into a coach and driven for hours across the country. They didn't know where they were heading. Eventually they stopped and got out. They were at Pembroke Docks, South Wales. They joined forces with lots of other firemen. Here is an extract from his diary.
On the horizon could be seen a great glow which tinged the passing clouds with red and orange. Below them drifted a great blanket of black smoke. The Luftwaffe had done its job well. A concentrated raid had resulted in an outbreak of fire amongst the many oil storage tanks situated there.
Robert and his colleagues set about putting out the fires. All through the night, thousands of gallons of water were poured on the tanks and into the overflow pit. The overflow pit eventually boiled over. It got even more dangerous than it already was.
The continuous pumping of water into the pit has allowed thousands of gallons to settle under the oil, and the terrific heat of the burning oil floating on the surface has caused the water to boil and bring the level of oil above the pit, overflowing and gathering into a fiery river to make its way down to the hillside to the town below. Frantically we dashed with spades, sandbags and jets of water to divert or stop this danger.
Eventually, a blazing oil tank split at the seams. The brave firemen battled tirelessly to get the fire under control. Robert tried and tried again to fix the splits in the tank. Here is his recount of one of his attempts.
After a brief rest, I thrust the first wedge in the hole, but alas, my efforts were doomed to failure. The sides of the tank scorching hot, the pressure from within, prevented me holding the plugs in position to drive home with any force. Having made several fruitless attempts, baffled, hands scorched, I slowly moved down the ladder, carefully finding each rung, as by now I was covered in a torrent of hot oil and water.
Time and time again, they battled tirelessly through the night. The next morning, were told that they had to return to Birmingham, as during the night, the German bombers had raided the city of Birmingham, and it was ablaze. They were needed back home. For his bravery in battling the blaze, Robert John Knight was awarded the George Medal. It was announced in the London Gazette. Robert Knight died aged 80 years old. In his will, he left his medal to the fire service to honour firemen killed in action in World War II. Robert Knight and his colleagues were true British heroes. Finding out about him has been truly inspiring. His great deeds make me proud. Thank you for watching. It has been a real joy researching my family tree.